Hello, this is Segallion presenting Game 3 of this Best of 3 series. In Game 1, Overcyn won by overcoming my early Speedling build into expansion and macroing up with Speedling all-in of his own. And the second game, I won because I held off his Speedling all-in early on, and then I was able to macro up and build more mutas than he was, and also get my third earlier than he could. So this is game 3. Once again, this is on Daedalus Point. I looked up the rules, and we're not supposed to be playing the same map twice, but my opponent before game 3 he asked if it's okay if we play the same map again. I didn't know the rule back then, so I said it's fine by me, so he chose Daedalus Point. So this is what I'm thinking at the moment. Okay, he chose Daedalus Point. It's not likely that he's gonna go an all a standard macro game from here on out. Most likely he's either gonna do his Speedling all in once again because he tried it 2 times on me before, or he wants to do some early pool shenanigans, like maybe a 10 pool or even an 8 pool. So this time I decide to do my 14 gas 14 pool build again, and this time I think I get my gas timing correct, and I start my spawning pool at 14. Of course, I immediately transfer drones onto the gas, and I think the way this times out, I would start speed just when this completes, and I would start my queen and my first set of lings just at the right time. So one thing to note is when I'm doing this 14 gas 14 pool build, timings are key. If I miss a certain timing by even like maybe 3 to 5 seconds, that just kind of compounds on itself, and then it might result in my Baneling Nest being maybe 10 seconds late, or me having a couple of lings less than my opponent at the worst possible time, which would make all the difference in a very volatile match like ZVZ. So if you notice, the pool completed, and right then I start my Speedling, my metabolic boost, my Zergling speed, and I pull off 2 drones from gas and just leave 1 drone there. Now I want to explain once again my reasoning for this. This 1 drone lends itself well to a good Baneling Nest, because once I get 50 gas using this 1 drone, that's when I know, okay, this is the best time to start the Baneling Nest. Meanwhile, once again, I'm sending my early lings to his base in order to scare him a little bit, maybe get a little map control, and to see what's up. So yeah, I see his hatch at his expansion going up. His Zerglings come over in order to try and ward me off. I see, okay, right now he only has 4 lings, so I'm good. And now I see, okay, he's got 8 lings. This is a little more worrisome, but I keep up the pressure. And now that I see 10 lings, okay, this is most likely his same Speedling all in. Now I don't know this for sure, but it's a pretty reasonable guess at the time. Now notice the difference in this point. First of all, when I first saw that, I already started 4 more lings in my main base, and now my Baneling Nest just finished, and now I can start my Banelings at this time. Yeah, okay, maybe I was a little late on my Banelings here, but my reinforcing Zerglings come back, and I was able to fend off this attack. Okay, maybe even that was a little tough. Fortunately, my Banelings show up just in the nick of time, and although he was able to do some damage to my drones, well, did he? Okay, well, he killed 1 drone. That was all he was able to do. So if you notice, this Baneling Nest timing was just at the right point, and I was able to hold off his Speedling all in. Now he's continuing the Speedling all in. You notice he's not building any drones. Then again, neither am I. I start my Spine Crawler here, and now he has to kind of maneuver on my Banelings, which he does, I think, pretty well. And now he's sent in order to try and pick off more drones. So once again, he does a pretty good job until my Baneling goes and spoils his party. And you notice there, it's a result of 3 more drones killed for a total of 4 drones. Let's look at the harvesters now. I'm way behind in harvesters, but that's okay. Once my spine crawler finishes, then I can drone up behind this. And as you can see, I've started 5 drones already once it's finished. So the 2 banelings and the spine, plus whatever speedlings I need to build from here on out, will kind of deter any pressure. Now, what I didn't know is that he already built a roach warren behind this, and now I think he's adding a few more drones here, but I think he's more worried about stopping any counterattack from me, which isn't going to come because he doesn't know that I'm macroing up here. So that's why he built a spine crawler, and he's going to be building more roaches in the meantime. Let's look at it from his point of view. He's trying to pick off one of my banelings there with his single ling. I think he's also trying to scout there.
Are under attack.
Meanwhile, I'm still droning up. You see I'm building 4 more drones, and now I've got the drone lead. If you notice, he did not build that many more drones after he got the drone lead from me. Like before, it was he had 18 drones to my 13. Now he only has 21, but now I have 32. So in a little bit, I think once my gas is finished, I'm going to start my lair pretty soon, and I'm feeling pretty confident here, knowing that okay, he's still trying to test the waters here. He continually sends in a scoutling. If you notice my vision here, he sends in more lings in order to try and pick off more drones, but he attacks my gas. I don't know why that must have been a misclick. Now, if you notice my overlord positioning, I've got the front pretty covered, and at this point I see, oh wow, that's a lot of roaches. Not too many roaches to make me really crap in my pants, but enough to make me start building a crap ton of lings, start 3 more spine crawlers, and move my existing spine crawler into the front. Now, this is my thinking at this moment. Okay, he's got about 7 to 10 roaches, which is easily repelled if I had enough lings and a spine, or several spines, and of course a lot of lings. Now, I only have 1 spine up ready. My other spines, they're under construction, but they're not even halfway done yet. So I'm going to have to occupy his roaches with my lings. And although banelings kind of suck against roaches, they're better than nothing, especially against roaches that are clumped up. Plus, as you'll see later on in a little bit, the banelings do a very nice job repelling his roaches, and giving me more time in order to let my other spine crawlers finish. Meanwhile, I'm building a ton of lings behind this, and here's the engagement. So, of course, he fears my banelings, which I think is good. Now, he sends his speedlings right into my banelings, which I think is probably a really, really huge mistake. Had he not done that, had he saved his lings later, I think this roach attack would have been a lot more devastating. But now I bought just enough time in order to get my other spine crawlers up. You notice I've started my spire, and I've started a bunch of speedlings in order to help support my spines, of course. Now he's trying to get around my spines, but I think this is a huge mistake. This is not going to go anywhere. My speedlings can pick him off, and he can continue wearing him down. And you see, I finally get this around and take out his roaches. He also follows up with his remaining lings, and I think at this point he's pretty much in the water. He knows it's GG. So, well, GG, well played here. He stayed at tier 1 to try and finish this off with just the roach warren. He only had 1 guess, interestingly enough. So he was really hoping that that roach attack would cripple me enough that he can go into lair and then just finish me off, or just continue flooding with follow-up lings after his roaches do a lot of damage. But I think the key here is that I spotted those roaches with my overlord here, and I was able to buy enough time for my other 3 spine crawlers to finish. Had I not spotted this, his roaches would have just shown up with me only having 1 spine, maybe a small set of lings, and probably a lot of drones, which are not going to do much against roaches. So I hope you enjoyed that cast. I know I certainly enjoyed this series of games. I won 2-1, even though my opponent was Gold League and I'm Diamond League. He still kept it pretty close and interesting, and that's why I felt compelled to cast these games and entertain you guys and maybe help you guys learn, especially you Zerg players, because there seems to be a lot of Zerg players, not only on our team but in After Hours Gaming League in general. So that means there's going to be a lot of ZVZs, and maybe some, maybe by watching these games, you could pick up some tips here and there. Hope you enjoyed that. This is Segallion. I'm signing out.